Hello, welcome to episode 11 of the How to Make Grow a Garden in Roblox series. This will just be a really big bug fix episode, and it is very necessary to follow it even if you're not experiencing the bugs, unless you've already put your own systems in place. We're going to be fixing the bug where the fruit won't regrow after you join. We're going to be fixing the bug where you can place the circle or place plants inside of each other. And we're going to be fixing this right here mutation bug with the data saving. Also, I am really close to 1,000 subscribers. I'm at like 926, I think. And it'd be really awesome if I could hit 1,000 by the end of the month, which is we got 6 days. We're gonna start with the plot data handler. So in server storage modules, plot data handler. We're first going to edit the plant info. Right here, I'm going to add an attachment ID. This is going to be a string. And then down here, I'm going to add one called fruit. It's just going to be a table. Now that we have that, that's it for the type plant info. Now in serialized plot, we have to serialized plot. We're going to change some things. We're going to put a lot more things into functions because we're going to be reusing them for the fruits. So we should do things a little differently. Inside of here, and say local function serialize plant plot is fruit and parent plant. Now I'm gonna copy. I'm gonna oops, I did one too many. So we're in here, this table to insert. Load up to this local object CF. I'm gonna cut that and put it inside of here. And no, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take it from right here, this table, the plant info. Well, actually, yeah. So I'm gonna take it, all of this. I'm gonna take all of that, put it in the function, and then local plant info equals serialized plant. Plot. That's it though. We're just gonna serialize it like that. And then we're gonna add things inside of the function. This right here, calling it whole info. So local info is gonna be this, and that's it for in here. And now up in this function. But first, right here, if plant handler dot plants plant or is fruit, then you gotta cut all of this and put it inside of there. Right here. So if is fruit, then we're gonna take all this, we're gonna copy it. It's gonna be fruit dot grow start time. It's gonna be fruit dot delay time, fruit dot mutations, and fruit dot model mutation. But in between there, we're gonna set the attachment value. So local, or the attachment ID, local attachment value equals fruit find first child attachment. If attachment value, then if attachment value and attachment value dot value, then right here actually we're going to put local attachment ID, and here attachment ID equals attachment value dot value get attribute ID. Then we're gonna add an else, and in that else, we're just going to take all of this and put it in there, and delete this if. Now we have the attachments data, which that will stay. Down here, fruit equals empty table, attachment ID equals attachment ID. Down here, if not is fruit, and plant handler dot plants plant, then it's right here, if plant handler if is fruit, if not is fruit, and plant handler dot plants plant dot fruit, and then 4 underscore comma 4 underscore comma fruit in pairs plant handler that plant dot fruit do vocal fruit info equals serialized plant. So the reason we have the plant and the fruit is the plant's the actual model and the fruit is the table. So serialized plant, serialized plant, fruit dot model, comma plot, comma true, comma fruit, comma plant handler dot plants, plant table dot insert info dot fruit info. So we're adding it into this. And then after all this, return info. That should all be working. That should be good. I think we got some stuff. We're gonna have to fix things in mode plot as well. So right up here, vocal function load plant, and then we need the plant info. Plot is fruit, parent plant info. We need all of that. And then, actually, hold on. Inside of here, I think we're missing something. We actually, right here, in serialized plant, we're just going to get rid of parent plant. And then down here, we're going to not pass through parent plant. Okay, now back in here, we have function load plant. Now, down here in the if success data, we have the for plant info and pairs, data. Well, basically, we're just gonna copy all of that and put it into the function. So it's all gonna be in the function. So basically, just going to take all of this, cut it, and put it in the function. Now, we're gonna need to change a few things. Let's collapse all folds so I don't. Collapse skip folds so I don't accidentally edit the wrong thing. Okay. Inside of here, we are just going to change this. It's just gonna plant folder equals plant dot parent. That's it. And then other than that, it's all gonna be an if new plant. So currently we have if new plant then, but right here, if is fruit then. And we're going to set an attribute attachment ID. So now basically new plant colon set attribute attachment ID plant info dot attachment ID. And that's that. I think that's it for that, except we're gonna need to edit this load plant a little bit. Basically we just need to pass through parent plant and parent plant info. That should be it for this load plant function. It's not it actually. Hold on. I forgot the an important part. Okay, in this function right here below if new plant colon child attachments, it's gonna be if plant info dot fruit and plant info dot fruit or number plant info dot fruit is greater than 0, then actually I don't really need this part. For underscore comma fruit info in pairs plant info dot fruit do load plant fruit info plot true new plant info. Again, I don't know if we need parent plant. Okay, yeah, we do. Yep, we need that. Okay, cool. That should be it for that function. We just need to change that. So down here inside of this loop, it says load plant. And we need the plant info, plot. So that's it. That's it for plot data handler. Next, we're going to go into the plant handler. That's not plant handler. Oh, here's one thing. In mutations, I'm gonna reduce this to 1% chance for golden, 0.1 for rainbow, and like 5% chance for giant. And then it should work. But let's first do plant handler. So in plant handler, first thing we're going to need to do is add fruit equals colon, and inside of there, down below fruit, parent plant. It's also a table because it's the info. plant info. Yeah, let's change that. Let's do that first. So basically, inside of here, we are going to get issue things. See, I don't see why we're passing through the mass and the price. Because we can just get that right here. Local mass equals plant info dot mass equal price equals plant info dot price. That's it. Simple as that. We have mutation string, number of mutations. You know, we got all this to make it so that it'll display them when you pick it up, which I believe works. I'm not really sure. I haven't been getting a lot of mutations. I'll probably up the chance again. All of that. None of that should need changing. I think we just need to change something right at the bottom. Oh, wait, there's one more thing we need to add at the very top of the script. So basically, up here where we have plant handler.plants, right below it, when you plant handler growing plants, just going to set that to curly braces. And at the bottom of this here, we just want to put an if statement. So if plant handler.plants plant, then plant handler.plants plant equals nil. Else, what is else? Oh, else if plant info dot parent plant, then plant info dot parent plant dot fruit plant equals nil. Now, one thing we need to do is you're gonna press Control and F to get like a little search menu in the top right, and to search for plant handler dot plants. And you'll see this one up here. If you click through it with the arrows, you'll see that very top one. Then you'll see this one right here. And oh, right. So we're actually passing through plant info. And we're getting rid of this instead of harvest plant. So now when you search, you see this very top one. Then you see this. You should see the two that we just made. Skip over those, and then right here in update plants, swap plants for growing plants, and do that for all of the rest besides the ones we just did and the ones that we said not, or that I said not to. Growing plants, growing plants, growing plants, and that's it, because this one's not actually that. Now I'm gonna collapse the folds. Harvest plant should be done. Below it, we have, calculate price and mass. Don't see why we have an extra space there. Invis model, all of that, right? Now, we're gonna make new functions, 3 of them, but it's just going to be from update plants. Because update plants is currently 150 lines long, and it's gonna be like 85 because it'll be in other functions, and those functions are shorter. It's just to make it easily readable, So the first one is grow plant. So inside of update plants, this right here, if not plant that is full grown, we're going to, well, first let's make the function here. Local function grow plant player plant model. Now we're going to cut this. We're gonna paste it in, and I believe that's actually everything in that function. We're just gonna copy it, because that's just gonna up the stage. It's not actually gonna really change much. And so now that we have that function inside of here, where we just deleted everything, we're just gonna put a grow plant player plant model. See how it's just cleaner, because then we have all of our stuff separated. Because right here, we could know right here is where we're growing the plant, but this makes it very clear. So this is just your function for growing plants. So if you need to edit something in there specifically, you can do that easily. So the next function that we are going to make is toggle plant growth. Toggle function toggle plant growth, and for this one, we just need the plant. And inside of this, in update plants, right here where it says if plants that can grow and then else, we're basically just going to cut this and put it in there. We're going to put toggle plant growth. So that's it for that one. Then we need a revis model function. Basically, it's just invis model, but a little bit different. So in here, if plant can grow, and then if it's not, if when it is full grown, right here, this right here, we're just going to make a function for it. Local function revis model. That's it. But first, we're actually gonna put this up here because it makes more sense for it to be up here. And that should be it for that. Now we just need to call it revis model. That's it for that. Now we just need to fix up the rest. I think we're actually shortening it. So in if plant config now multi-harvest. Okay, so we just need to edit a little bit. Basically right here in the attachments part, right? Local attachments, equals attachments part, colon gets children, all that. That's all good. Attachment colon is a attachment and not attachment without fruit growing. We got that, that's good. But in this else, change a tiny bit, I believe. Okay, so basically, inside of the else, we have this, right? Inside of the connection and the player who triggered thing, make sure you have harvest prompt colon destroy. People are saying their harvest prompts are getting destroyed. That will destroy it. So basically, right here where it says if plant.config.isFruit, then if plant.parentPlant and plant.parentPlant.fruit, then plant.parentPlant.fruit model equals nil. And that's it for our update plant function. Let's work on load plant now. So we already know we need some new things, new arguments. So we're gonna add parent plant info. Now that we have that, we just need to edit the rest of it. So we're gonna add quite a bit to this function. I'm pretty sure the start is okay. Oh, right. So yeah, okay. Right here, if mutations, then, and then just put the for loop inside of that. That should get rid of some issues. If you don't have mutations, because for some reason they didn't save properly or anything, which they should, but things happen. Right, okay. So, if config.isFruit, which says for attachment, with all this stuff, we don't want to do that. Instead, local attachments equals parent plant, find first child attachments. If attachments, then it's gonna be attachments get children. So after that, so basically it wouldn't. What was happening was it wasn't regrowing the second time because it was getting set to it was getting set to where there was a fruit growing on it, right? And not saving, but the fruit couldn't find the attachment, so I was doing it off this positioning, and it was all weird and not working. So instead, I just gotta do this. I don't really need this. If attachment get attribute ID equals plant get attribute attachment ID, then we're just going to create the object value. So local attachment value equals instance.new object value plant attachment value dot name equals attachment value dot value equals attachment. And then I'm just going to say break. And then in here, fruit equals empty table, and then parent plant equals parent plant info. We got some more to do. Plant handler dot growing plants plant equals plant table. That's right. If config dot is fruit. Now you may be wondering why we're doing this again since we already did it up above. It's just different. We're gonna do it afterwards because we already need the plant table and, things. If parent plant info, then parent plant info dot fruit plant equals plant table. And actually, I'm going to put an and. So if parent plant info and parent plant info dot fruit, then down here in else, so not during that, like for the is fruit, I'm just going to set it. I'm going to put it in plants. So plant handler dot plants plant equals plant table, and that's it for the load plant or the load plant thing function. So now we can continue on to initialize plant, which let's see, not a lot of changing, I don't think. Nope, not a lot at all. We just need to get parent plant. Now inside of it, we really don't have to change a lot. Again, right here, it's gonna say if mutations, then, which that's not even data saving, that's just in case it messes up, because honestly it's a bit buggy, but I'm not really sure what the bugs are, because it's so random and I can't recreate it, so I'll figure it out. Future, basically just want to go down into this if plot, then we've got all of this. So basically, in the plant table part, we have to change things. So basically, we gotta add fruit and parent plant equals parent plant. That's that. Now, we're basically gonna copy the same thing we did up there in the other one. In mode plant, we need to copy this right here at the bottom, this if config.isFruit. And then else, we're just gonna copy all of that and put it down here. We're gonna replace it all just with parent plant, which is inconsistent, so I'll probably change it in the future, but for now it doesn't matter that much. And then this is final stage instead of plant, because we're an initialize plant, not mode plant, which is also inconsistent. Should probably change that as well. That should be it though. So basically now we need to change the update plants, or no, sorry, grow plant. Wait, no. Hold on. Inside of update plants, inside of the if plant that can grow, and if it is full grown, right? If it is multi-harvest, then we're going to go through its attachments and all that. When we initialize plant, we're just gonna pass through the plant. So right here, just plant. That's it. Now that should be pretty good. I think we might need to change plant seed a little bit. Yeah, so inside of here, we got all this, right? We're changing this touching parts. So for now, I'm just gonna comment it out and do get hearts, get part bounds inbox. C frame is circle CF. Size. So the size is going to be a little interesting. It's going to be vector3.new circle.size.x. And I'm just going to add 0.1, which really isn't a lot, but basically the reason it's not working and you can place them inside of each other is because of how thick the circle is. So since it's so thin, it doesn't really detect the other circles inside of it. And you could fix that by making your circle thicker, I guess, but I prefer to do this because then you don't have to do that and you can keep the aesthetics. So circle.size.y, circle.size.z. Now the one downside is that this is not a circle, the detection thing, it's a cube, or it's a rectangular prism. It's got corners and edges, it's not round, so it will detect things that are a little, not where it should be detecting them, but it's not a lot. So, I mean, as long as your plant circle isn't ginormous, it should be fine. And then we just need to pass through the parameters, so params. And I believe that's it. Wait, hold on. Yeah, I believe that is it for plant handler. Now, I'm not completely positive. Yeah, I think, we have to change something, I believe, inside of the placement client. Yeah. Yep. So inside of placement client, basically if you really spam clicked, or double clicked and drag clicked or whatever, people click really fast, So if you did that when you had a seed and you planted it and you planted the last one, if you clicked again, really fast, it would be like, it would give you an error. So right here, you do all of this, right? Oh, it's not in this. It's not in this. It's in server. This one should be fine. Yeah, inside of the server script right here, inside of the plant event, we're just going to see this right here where it says if seed tool find for child this and that. It doesn't actually say if seed tool. We don't know if that even exists. So if seed tool and all of that, then we should be good. That should be it, as far as I know. So we can test it. Of course, you're gonna want to reset the data. On my other one where I actually scripted all beforehand, I'm all the way up to bot data test 68. I have done a lot of testing for this video. It was at like probably 10 until this video happened. Oh, look at that. Now we have an error. I believe I forgot to pass through plant. Let's see, inside of update plants. Yep, I didn't pass anything through. I needed to pass through the plant. Mutations. Oh. Okay, so in plant handover, load plant, we're getting this, right? And in plot data handover, when we call load plant in the load plot function, load plant. Oh, because it's up here. Inside of this. When we actually called this right here. See, we have grow start time, then we have mutations, and then model mutation. We don't have delay, so plant info dot delay time or something. What is it? Delay time? Delay time. So plant info dot delay time. Add that after grow start time. That should fix that. Though I'm gonna reset data again just in case. I don't think I need it to though. I don't think we'd have anything saved anymore. Okay, no errors. They're growing. They're growing just fine. They do that because I don't have the primary part set properly. The apples should grow any second. And there they are. They're starting to grow. And as you can see, they don't all have mutations. Actually, none of them have mutations. If I harvest the apple, I can hold it, right? This is the how many pounds. It's got all of that. And it should regrow. Yep, it's regrowing right now. And then, it'll keep on regrowing. Now the question is, if I've even rejoined, since I've harvested them all and everything, will they continue to regrow? Oh. Find first child of a table. Fruit. Oh. Then you see plant. So we're here in plot data handover, inside of the serialized plot function, should be line 55 roughly, where we say local attachment value. It should be plant, find first child attachment, not fruit. Okay, let's try this again. Yes, now would be a good time to say you can join my Discord server, link in the description. We have channels for scripting help, other help, building help, feedback. We have a ticket opening channel, so you can open a ticket if you need it. And also, I'll be hosting giveaways. I already did one. I'll do a pretty big one when I hit 1,000 subscribers, so it'll be bigger if we hit it by the end of June. If we hit 1,000 subscribers by the end of June, I'll give away quite a lot. If not, I'll still give away a lot, just not quite as much. Okay, saving, no errors. Loading, no errors. They loaded. They're growing still. If I harvest this one, and let's just harvest this one too. Oh, I harvested that one on accident, whatever. Let's just harvest all of them. Will they regrow? They will. That bug is fixed. That's the major bug. And then the mutations, the whole saving thing with them, it's also fixed. Everything should be working. That's a really big apple. And if you look, it looks weird, but you can see it says giant. So it does display the mutation. I had somebody ask me about that earlier. It's 562. I forgot to add the apple seed to the shop. Oh yeah, and then let's test if you can place them inside of each other. So if I take a carrot, I cannot place it inside of the other one. I can place it next to it, but not inside of it. So that is also fixed. Those are all the major bugs that I found. I didn't really find any other bugs actually. So I'm hoping that's everything. Those are way too big. Anyways, yeah, thanks for watching. Um, really appreciate it. Almost 2,000 subscribers. I hit 20,000 views on episode 1. That's really awesome. And subscribe so you don't miss part 12. Join the Discord server for help and giveaways.